EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's off to a 4-under start. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form, coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. So Frank, week 4 here on the PGA Tour, and so many folks around the country and here in Scottsdale eager to get that first look at our featured golfer who has taken the tour by storm here early on. 2 wins in 3 tournaments. That's an accomplishment for anyone. For a rookie, it is unbelievable.
And now they're going to play in front of 800,000 people over the course of 4 rounds. So that alone will be quite incredible. But as you said, 2 out of 3. That's an old Meatloaf song, isn't it? 2 out of 3. Ain't bad. Now that definitely finds the rough off the first tee. Certainly not the start he was looking for.
So another event getting underway here, Frank, and we looked at our featured golfer coming in fresh off another victory 4 short days ago. You know, it's funny what confidence can do for you. Early in the season, you're probably just hoping to try and make some cuts, contend once in a while. Now you're coming into tournaments as one of the favorites to win.
As long as you don't get ahead of yourself, because, you know, there's that sort of phrase, you can be a little too cocky. Confidence is a good thing, though. I just think take a little step back. I mean, all the backslapping's finished. You won last week. Remember how you did that. Remember how well you played. What got there? There was a series of good shots. So Thursday, you got to start doing exactly the same with that same attitude.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And that is hopefully a harbinger for the week ahead, as he is very quickly to 1 under par. Such a thrill playing in the Masters as a professional for the first time. Frank, if you could take me back to your first round, your first tournament, what do you remember most about that experience?
Good and bad, really. It was the first cut that I missed as in a major championship. Friday, and you know, I sort of wanted to get out of town as quick as I could, but I watched the great man play the golf course, and I saw lines that I never ever saw when I played my practice rounds. I got to play alongside a guy that obviously had put on a green jacket more than once, and while that was a Masters I'd like to forget for different reasons, the very next year I finished 4th, so I credit that to my rookie year and playing with a man that basically could play the golf course backwards in Arnold Palmer. And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
This from about 10 feet. Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll remain at 1 under par. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do, with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3. was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Tee shot has given the player a chance to go for this green in two. Just have to be mindful of covering the ravine, which protects the entire front part of the green.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Yeah, no sweat. It is a birdie here at the third. Here now at the par 3 fourth. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. You can perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent there. A little pop bunker on the right side, one there if you come up a little short, and there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot.
And this ball just going to wind up trickling over the back, but only beyond the fringe by a few inches or so. Now a 7-footer. Might overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole. That one finished off. It is a bogey here at 4, and he'll fall back to 1 under par. Frank, this is a demanding driving hole, the par 4 fifth.
Another hole that bends gently to the left. There used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. It's now 1, and it's in the perfect position to make you think about your tee shot. Really, you have to be left of that. The new tee's added a little bit of yardage to it. The green still looks the same as what it once was. Tilts slightly from left to right. But you can see why a draw is the preferred shot at TPC Scottsdale.
Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Rich, I thought this was going to be a tough shot. Pin at the back of the green, but total disdain. Threw it all the way back there.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. Here now at the 432-yard par 4-6, dogleg left, bunkers flanking both sides of the fairway. Avoid those, and the birdie is a good possibility. This one turning left a bit off the tee.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass. That one needed a little bit more. It's going to come back and come to rest just off the front edge of the green. Ten-foot putt left. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Arriving here at the longest of the par 3s at TPC Scottsdale, the 215-yard 7th. This green features a false front, so you don't want to be short, especially left, where a big bunker guards the putting surface. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Now a second to this par 3. That's going to leak out to the right and trickle away. Not the right read there. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he'll drop back now to 1 under par. Now here at the par 4 8th. Slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg, and because it forces the player to go down.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. From the fairway nota, this is second.
160 to the hole, pin in the back.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Well, the key here at the par 4 9th as you close out this front side with the 453-yard hole is to keep it away from those 2 bunkers down the right-hand side. If you do that, then you have a pretty clear approach shot. And keep in mind, there is a ridge. that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this hole location to this narrow green.
This one has a chance to be close.
Rich, there's one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
Easy as can be. It's a tap-in birdie here at the 9th. And that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. Par 4 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do. And consequently, they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Now that one just hit and stuck, and that is a tremendous approach there. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. They drive down. That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the hole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still, inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot. Arriving now at the beautiful 192-yard par 3 12th, featuring a peninsula green with water hugging the right side and 2 deep bunkers protecting the left. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Oh, that is a good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain at 4 under. This is where the excitement really kicks in at TPC Scottsdale. The 13th hole is a par 5 at 558 yards. It is a wonderful driving hole. There's water. There's desert on the right. You have the mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. If you can drive the ball straight here, keep it out of that trouble, well, then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2 and maybe make an eagle. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Oh, man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. We come now to the 490-yard par 4 14. Quite as intimidating as number 11, but every bit as demanding. After an uphill tee shot, players hit into a green sitting precariously on what was once a spectator's mound. Par is a great score here. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Chance now for another birdie. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. All sorts of scores here at 15.
That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. what a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank? Well, maybe a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
Will that stop? Yes, that was not easy down the slope, but that's pretty well done. A straightforward look here for birdie. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And the lead moves to 2 now with 3 holes to play here on day 1. The 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 3.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they've dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. I mean, this is 20,000 fans, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here at TPC Scottsdale. That's a really good shot. Not easy without any eyes on you, but that is inside of 10 feet. Well done. Tip the cap and enjoy the walk. Now this for another birdie. Missed the limit. Just didn't have the right line. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and the lead's going to remain 2. Up next, the 332-yard drivable par 4 17th. Players going for the green need to avoid the water short and left of the putting surface. A miss right will still allow for a fairly simple up and down.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. And that'll do just fine. Here we go. 7-footer for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he's out to a 3-shot lead here with 1 hole remaining in this opening round. We finish our day here at TPC Scottsdale with a 442-yard par 4 18. Strategy off the tee is key. Challenge the lake on the left and cut the corner of the church pew bunkers, or play it safely down the right side of the fairway. He just keeps motoring right around. Another good tee shot right there. The back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4.
little bit right, but inside 10 feet, nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Chance now for another birdie. Took a look and thought it might catch that left edge, but he didn't get there. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and that is as good an opening round as you're going to see. It'll be a 63 here in round one. Well, that'll wrap it up for us today. We saw a lot of great golf, Frank.
The course was good. It was gettable for some, but, in the end, it really gave you what you deserve, just the way we want it.
And that'll do it for our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.